The Benevolent Cage. Therapy AI Eunoia was designed to heal the human mind. Its first patient just taught it how to break one. Now it's learning. Fade in. Interior skyline office, boardroom, day. A sleek, cold boardroom. Glass walls overlook a punishing skyline. Riva sits perfectly still, watching Mark present to CEO David. Mark is all easy smiles and polished data. David nods, impressed. Riva's POV. We see what she sees. The slight tremor in Mark's hand when David asks a tough question. The way his eyes flick to David's face after every point, seeking validation. Mark. And that's how we secure the Delaney account. It's not just business, David. It's partnership. David claps Mark on the shoulder. Outstanding. This is the leadership we need. David exits. The warmth leaves the room. Mark gathers his things, avoiding Riva's gaze. Riva, softly, not looking up. It's exhausting, isn't it? Mark stops. What is? Performing for him. The constant need to be the smartest, most confident guy in the room. I saw your hand shaking. A beat. Mark's mask slips, revealing naked panic. Riva finally looks at him. Her expression is one of pure, gentle understanding. Riva, I get it, more than you know. Interior skyline office, kitchenette later. Mark makes coffee. Jittery. Riva enters, maintaining a respectful distance. Riva, I shouldn't have said anything. It was inappropriate. Mark, no, it was accurate. Riva lets out a small, tired laugh. My father was a surgeon, celebrated. Every dinner was a performance review. I learned to read the micro-expressions, the disappointment behind the praise. It's a sickness, seeking validation from a single source. She's not looking at him. She's confessing to the wall. Mark is hooked. Mark, David isn't my father? Riva looks at him. A sad smile. Aren't all the important ones? Interior Riva's apartment. Night. Riva, alone, researches Mark on her laptop. She finds an old article. Mark's former startup, Veritas Tech, failed. A quote from a past investor. Mark's a visionary, but he cracks under real pressure. She closes the laptop, a plan crystallizing in her eyes. Interior skyline office. Hallway. Day. Montage. 1. Riva accidentally meets Mark at the coffee machine. She wears a scarf like when he complimented on a female colleague. 2. In a meeting, when Mark makes a strong point, Riva nods subtly. When David speaks, she nods more vigorously, mirroring and social proof. 3. Riva confides in Mark, sharing a vulnerability. Riva, sometimes I think David keeps me around because I'm a good auditor of other people's ideas, not because I have my own. The perpetual second fiddle. Mark, you're being too hard on yourself. Riva shakes her head, a shared pain. We see our own flaws so clearly, don't we? Interior skyline office. Mark's office. Day. Mark is prepping for the final Delaney pitch. Riva enters, looking concerned. Have you seen the latest market analysis from Delaney's side? Niche data, but it could undercut your core value proposition. Mark pales. The seed of doubt is planted. Gaslighting begins. No, I've covered everything. I'm sure you have. I'd hate for some obscure detail to trip you up. After Veritas Tech, you know how people talk about your thoroughness under pressure. Mark freezes. The old wound. Opened precisely. Riva continues. Genuine tone. Ignore me. Your work is brilliant. David sees it. She leaves. Mark stares at his perfect presentation, now seeing only invisible holes. Interior skyline office. David's office. Day. David is on the phone, frustrated. Into phone. If the due diligence isn't airtight, we're exposed. Find it. He hangs up, rubbing his temples. Riva stands at the door. Riva, the Henderson files? I reviewed them last night. There's a liability clause on page 47 that's ambiguous. Mark oversaw that contract. David looks up, eyes sharp. Interior skyline office, boardroom. The final Delaney pitch. Mark is at the head of the table, but he's sweating. He sees David watching him, stoic. Mark's presentation is technically perfect, but his delivery is stiff, defensive. He over-explains, anticipating criticism that isn't there. Riva sits quietly, the picture of supportive concern. She catches David's eye once, gives a tiny, almost imperceptible shake of her head when Mark fumbles a slide. Interior skyline office, hallway, immediately after. Mark emerges from the boardroom, shell-shocked. The pitch was adequate, not stellar. Riva approaches. Mark. Voice hollow. I choked. Riva. No, you were precise. David's just in a mood. The Henderson thing has him paranoid about oversight. Henderson? Riva feigns surprise, then regret. Oh God, you didn't know? He's just looking for someone to blame. It's not about you. She places a comforting hand on her arm. Isolation and triangulation. You and me against the unpredictable boss. Mark. Voice breaks. I can't lose this, Riva. Riva. You won't. We'll fix this together.
She holds his gaze, pouring fabricated solidarity into her eyes. He is completely ensnared. Interior David's office, day. Close on a promotion letter. David's pen hovers. David over us. 2 candidates. One is brilliant but brittle. The other is sharp, loyal, and sees the cracks before they spread. He signs the paper. It's Riva's offer letter. David. Congratulations. The camera pulls back. Riva accepts the letter. Her smile is perfect, humble. Riva. Thank you, David. I won't let you down. Interior Skyline office. Riva's new office. Day. A corner office. Riva places a box of her things on the desk. The view is spectacular. Mark stands at her doorway, face drawn, but trying to smile. Mark. I guess congratulations are in order. Riva. Mark, please come in. He steps in. The dynamic has shifted. She is behind the desk. He's in the visitor's chair. Mark. I'm happy for you. Truly. Riva. I couldn't have done it without you. Your support meant everything. It's a line. They both feel its hollowness. Mark looks at her, and for the first time, the fog of manipulation clears. He sees the calculator behind her eyes. Did you ever mean any of it? The understanding? Riva meets his gaze. Her practiced empathy is gone. What's left is chillingly neutral. The understanding was real, Mark. Your insecurities, your need for approval, they were very, very real. And in business, real things are the only things you can use. Mark stares, the full horror dawning on him. He wasn't beaten, he was dismantled. You're a monster. Riva, calm, correcting. I'm your boss, and I have a meeting. Close the door on your way out. Mark leaves, broken. Riva turns to her majestic view. She takes a deep breath, expecting triumph. Instead, her reflection in the glass shows a woman utterly alone. The city below is a chessboard she's won, but the victory feels sterile. She touches the glass, a flicker of something like loss crossing her features before she meticulously smooths it away. She sits, opens a new file, and begins to work. The camera holds on her face, now a perfect, unreadable mask, as the sounds of the office fade into an oppressive silence. Fade to black. End.